Hey guys, welcome back to another Marco Monday. In today's video, we're going to be starting the rebuild of my Spec-D FD Pro-Am 180SX drift car. It's pretty exciting. I know when it gets to the end of the season, you kind of get a little sick of working on the car every single week and having to worry about all that stuff, so kind of take a little break at the beginning of the winter, but now 2018 plans kind of starting to brew. Gets me really pumped and excited to start working on the car. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to start pulling the differential out just because it's welded, and that'll make it a lot easier to push the car around without having an engine in it. And then I'm going to be pulling my exhaust off because I ordered a new one. And then we're basically just going to start taking all of the electrical connections out and getting the engine ready to be pulled out. By the end of this video I should have the engine out. So yeah, I'm going to head down to SSS Motorsports. We're going to get started. See you guys in a bit. What a great winter car. Got a nice spot here in the shop. I'm going to be pulling my diff out because it needs to be resealed anyways, and it'll also make it a lot easier to push around.
Please opinion, just the way, because it's everywhere.
Yeah. And then pull my exhaust out because we ordered a new one. Yay! And then we'll start unbuttoning a little bit of the motor, get it ready to be pulled out at some point within the next week or two. Alright, so little update. Drained the oil, drained the coolant. Got all the piping off. Power steering return, as well as I took off the big hose. I think it's the high pressure hose or whatever you want to call it. All the connections are off, upper and lower rad hoses are off. Disconnected my oil pressure sensor, all the wires going to the alternator. What else? It's mostly all the stuff on top, you know, coil packs, all that sort of stuff. All that's really left to do now for pulling the motor out is everything under the car. So I have to disconnect the starter, take the clutch slave off, take the trans mounts off, the shifter, drain the trans fluid still. Drive shaft just slips right out once we pull the trans. Also got to take the bolts off of the front cross member so that the engine can come right out. So, all right, so I'm ready to pull the motor out. Everything's disconnected, drained all fluids. Undid the transmission cross member. All that's really left to do is just to hook up a hoist, engine hoist, and kind of pull it out. Drive shaft will slip out at that point, and we should be good. I got my boy, Tony, here helping me out, doing a little filming of his own as well. That's a GoPro. Alright, thanks to help from Tony, the motor is out. I'm just gonna pull the trans off now and find a good spot for it to chill for a bit. Flywheel's got to come off, trans got to come off, and then in the future I'm going to be doing the trans mount, motor mounts, redoing the trans and clutch setup just because we did it so fast at the track that we didn't even use a gasket over here. We just kind of threw it in with 4 bolts quickly at the track. So we have the SR on a stand now, all bolted up, ready to be worked on a little bit. Trans is also out, gonna find a spot for that. And yeah, just gotta wheel this thing back out. So gotta get the flywheel machined, all that sort of good stuff. Change the engine mounts, trans mounts, yeah, all that sort of stuff. It's just easier to do with the motor out, and with the new rack, steering rack going in as well. You know, it's just gonna be a lot easier. Might even do that rubber steering column bushing there, all that sort of stuff. So gotta clean this engine bay up, maybe paint it, we'll see. Thank you guys for watching this video. The engine is out, so more room for activities. Huge thanks again to Tony for helping me out. Make sure to give him a follow on Instagram at Spec-D TK. So yeah, huge shout out to him. Make sure you guys give us a follow on all of our social media pages in the description below, and make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. See you guys next time.